Ever wondered who's pulling the strings behind the scenes of those online loan marketplaces? You know, the ones that promise easy access to capital for small businesses. Today, we're diving deep into one of those platforms, Fundera, and answering a question that might have crossed your mind. Who actually owns Fundera? Now, before we get into the specifics of Fundera's ownership, let's zoom out for a second and talk about why this kind of information even matters. In the world of online lending, transparency is key. Knowing who owns a company can give you valuable insights into its mission, its financial stability, and potentially even its lending practices. It helps you understand the motivations behind the business. Is it a small, independent startup? Is it backed by a large financial institution? Or is it part of an even bigger conglomerate? These are important questions to consider when deciding whether or not to trust a lending platform with your business's financial future. Think about it this way. If you were going to borrow money from a friend, wouldn't you want to know a little bit about their financial situation? The same principle applies here. Understanding the ownership structure of a lending platform is like doing your due diligence. It's about making informed decisions. So, with that context in mind, let's turn our attention to Fundera. Fundera, as many of you know, is an online marketplace that connects small business owners with various lenders. They don't directly lend the money themselves. Instead, they act as a middleman, streamlining the application process and presenting borrowers with multiple loan options. This model is quite common in the fintech space, and it can be beneficial for borrowers because it allows them to compare different offers in one place. But who's behind this platform? Who's making the decisions? For a while, Fundera operated independently, building its brand and establishing itself in the online lending space. However, in 2020, there was a significant development. Fundera was acquired by NerdWallet. Now, NerdWallet is a name many of you will likely recognize. It's a well-known personal finance website, an app that provides users with information and tools to make informed decisions about their finances. They cover a wide range of topics, from credit cards and mortgages to insurance and investing. The acquisition of Fundera was a strategic move for NerdWallet, allowing them to expand their offerings into the small business lending market. So, to answer the question directly, Fundera is now owned by NerdWallet. This means that Fundera is no longer an independent entity. It's a subsidiary of a much larger company. This acquisition has a few important implications. First, it brings Fundera under the umbrella of a well-established and reputable company. NerdWallet has a long history of providing valuable financial information to consumers, and this association could lend Fundera additional credibility. Second, it provides Fundera with access to NerdWallet's extensive resources and reach. This could lead to increased visibility for Fundera and potentially attract more borrowers and lenders to the platform. Third, it aligns Fundera with NerdWallet's mission of empowering consumers to make smart financial decisions. This suggests that Fundera will continue to focus on providing transparent and accessible lending options for small businesses. Now, it's important to understand the structure of NerdWallet itself. NerdWallet is a publicly traded company, meaning its shares are traded on the stock market. This means that ownership of NerdWallet is distributed among numerous shareholders, including institutional investors, individual investors, and company insiders. When a company is publicly traded, it's subject to certain regulations and reporting requirements. This includes disclosing information about its financial performance and its ownership structure. This level of transparency can be reassuring for users of platforms like Fundera, as it provides a degree of accountability. So, to summarize, Fundera is owned by NerdWallet, which is a publicly traded company. This means that the ultimate ownership is distributed among a large number of shareholders. This brings us to another important point, the impact of this ownership structure on Fundera's operations. While Fundera is now part of a larger organization, it generally operates as a distinct business unit. This means that it retains its own branding and continues to focus on its core mission of connecting small businesses with lenders. However, being part of NerdWallet also means that Fundera benefits from the resources and expertise of its parent company. This can include things like technology infrastructure, marketing support, and compliance expertise. It's also worth noting that the acquisition of Fundera by NerdWallet is part of a broader trend in the fintech industry, consolidation. We're seeing more and more mergers and acquisitions as companies seek to expand their reach and offer a wider range of financial services. This trend is likely to continue in the future as the fintech industry continues to evolve. Now, you might be wondering, what does all this mean for you as a small business owner? Well, if you're considering using Fundera to find financing for your business, it's important to understand that you're interacting with a platform that's backed by a large, publicly traded company. This can provide a sense of security and stability. However, it's always crucial to do your own research and compare different lending options before making a decision. Don't rely solely on the information provided by any single platform. Take the time to understand the terms and conditions of any loan offer and make sure it's the right fit for your business. Understanding who owns the companies you interact with is a crucial part of navigating the modern financial landscape. It empowers you to make informed decisions and helps you understand the motivations behind the businesses you choose to work with. So, in the case of Fundera, knowing that it's owned by NerdWallet, a publicly traded company, provides a level of transparency and accountability. It also suggests that Fundera is likely to continue operating with a focus on providing accessible and transparent lending options for small businesses. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.